All right, we should be live. Testing, testing. All right, my mic's working. Good to go. How's everybody doing today? Pretty nasty pullback in the morning. We had a pullback on ES, NASDAQ, Russell. Russell had the biggest pullback. We're still down about 1.5%. But it is retesting a lot of support. There's a lot of different support here from many different angles that you can take it. You could take the trend line from the highs here. We're pulling back to retest as if this was a breakout. And then this is pulling back to retest the breakout point. And then we could see a bounce off that. You could also take this local trend on IWM, so this lower trend here. We're bouncing off of that as well. Same thing on IWM. You could take the highs. We're also bouncing off that. We have a bounce off the 50 as well. So lots of support lining up for IWM, even though it is down about 1.5% here. This does look pretty strong. Qs, on the other hand, still continuing higher. You did not have any gap fills or anything. You had a gap fill from today, so you put in a gap this morning, filled it instantly. But we have not filled any of the lower gaps that were created last week. So last week we created a gap around like 354.50. Then we had a gap around 350 as well. We also have some lower gaps besides that, but those are the two closest. We did also hit our local targets. So our targets around 356.60 and then 358.50. Those have been hit. Final target on Qs would be somewhere around 365. You could target also around like 362 if you wanted a close target, but that 365 would be the final FIB target. Moving on to SPY, you had a little pullback this morning too. You did actually fill the local gap, and we talked about this in Discord. There was this pivot here, which created the gap. That pivot right before the gap up around 430. That was almost the bottom to the penny. So looked pretty strong. Very strong reversal so far. You've almost recovered. Let's see. Are you around the 618? Yes, we're right around the 618 here. So we need to break through this area. This would be like the sell zone if it wants to go lower. So we did have that pullback right there, but now we're bouncing. So we want to see this get back above like 432.50. Would look ready to go back to the high there around 434. But for now, this failing the little sell zone right here, like this would be the sell zone. So this failing the sell zone here is a little worrying. But as soon as we break that high, it should be okay. Qs is mostly being pumped thanks to Amazon. And we had a few other techs running as well, but Amazon is definitely the big leader. If you guys watched the summary of markets, I talked about how Amazon looked like it was ready to rocket in my analysis. And we're doing really well. It's following our plan pretty much exactly. We had that break of the all-time high. We broke out of that local range. You can see just everything lined up here for Amazon to rip. We had the higher lows. We had the cup and handle. We had the distribution that went on for damn near a year. This is very, very bullish. Okay. So seeing this breakout here, definitely not unexpected. If we do pull back, we could see a retest of probably around like 3,500, 3,550. And that would still be very bullish. Now, if you wanted like targets here, you could take it a few different ways. You could take the entire range. So you could grab like this level to this level. And that would give you like the FIB targets for the entire range. So 38.90, 39.70, 42.30. That would be the targets for that. If you wanted more of a short-term target, you would grab the most recent impulse. So like if we ignore everything else, like ignore all this stuff here, this is a bull flag, right? So what you can do is you can grab like the low here to the high there, and that would give you your breakout targets, which we're almost hitting already. So if you're like a short-term trader, you would be looking for around 3,700 to like 3,750, and then somewhere around 39. These are actually the targets I'm going to stick to. So we're going to keep this FIB on our... Let's actually use a magnet here to get the exact targets. There we go. So we're going to keep an eye on those. What's going on, Poncho? Yeah, is it still going up, CB? Holy shit, it went up again. Oh my god, he's getting paid. It had that like 100% move, and it just went up another 100%. Holy shit. Let me text him, see if he's still in that. That thing's disgusting, man. They must have some kind of good news. Those EDUs looking nice? No, dude, those things are getting buried. It is coming back a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It has to start pumping really hard. We're down like 80% on those lottos.
Fucking send everything the fuck up.
You got your V reversal, Johnny.
Let's fucking go. Look at Baba. Baba's starting to fucking V reverse. It's looking good.
Oh, Baba bounced off the daily pivot like to the penny. There you go. I told you guys to watch Lulu earlier. Keep an eye on that. Look at that thing breaking out.
Baidu's trying to do the same thing as Baba as well. It's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, they got big gaps above them to fill now. What's going on, JJ?
Watch Apple here. Apple looks like it wants to continue to run.
I think there was still some of those calls coming in. Let's see. None recently, but he's been loading up on the 147s. Whoa, big order just came in. MLCO, 2.5 million premium. January 21st, $18 calls. What is MLCO? Melco Resorts? Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, it's kind of like Caesars. This must have news. Big volume just came in on the 5-minute. And there's massive leaps coming in. I'll post that in the channel. Congrats on 7K. I appreciate that, Monkey. Yeah, we've been slow grinding, man. YouTube's been doing alright. I haven't been, so like why I gained all my followers, or my subscribers on YouTube is from me making, educational videos. And I haven't done really any videos in a long time. I've just been doing the live streams. I need to find some kind of topics that I haven't covered. Because I had like that few months where I just covered everything. And I made every single video that I could think of. So I kind of screwed myself in like the long run because I don't have any other topics that I can really cover. But I'm gonna find some topics that we haven't covered just yet. That I can make some more educational videos on. Oh yeah, I'm glad you guys like the live streams. Because I've been gaining a lot of steady subscribers from the live streams as well. I know the bulk of my subscribers definitely come from the the educational content. Very nice V reversal so far on the indexes. Qs is approaching high day pretty soon. Could see a high day before the bell. I do have some stuff I'm going to announce today too as well. I've been working very hard the past few days that I got back from the lake, and we're going to be releasing some new stuff. We have some free stuff and we have some promotional stuff as well. Amazon with over 500,000 calls today.
Amazing.
Massive move on Amazon.
Hey, watch that. Wasn't that guy? I think he said Lottos came in on Apple earlier in the morning, like fucking.
Yeah, 147s. Yep. He bought more of them too.
Bro, these guys know something. We get like a strong power hour into close. Oh my god, it's gonna be like another gap up.
I'm not going to do live market live streams because that just takes away from the Discord. That would not be fair for the Discord guys. They pay for a service, right? So I can't just live stream that for free. I'm in Discord from open to close every single day, and I live stream in Discord. So that's something that will always stay in the Discord. But I don't have a problem with making other educational content for free on YouTube.
Check out Neo end of the day. Might have a strong close. Just got above 50 again.
Yeah, it's slowly putting in little higher lows here. I do have a lot of options videos that I could make, but a lot of the options stuff is part of my mentorship program in the Discord. But I do have some topics that I have not covered yet that I want to make some videos on. Very beautiful reversal on NASDAQ. That's ridiculous. Look at the 15-minute dragonfly. Really strong.
Where's that mom?
You guys want to know what a dragonfly looks like? That is textbook dragonfly. When you see a nasty sell-off like that, and then you have an attempt to sell off, but then it gets bought back up, and then you close like a little a doji on the top with a long wick. That's a dragonfly. Very beautiful. And then you have the confirmation when you break the high of the candle. So like right there, you have confirmation. And then we just went straight back up. That's disgusting, honestly. Very clean. Yeah, he still held on to Newegg. He's up another 44% today. That's fucking disgusting. He turned like 5K into 25K. Just on Newegg. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, John. I actually thought about that. Is taking highlights from the streams, which I should have been doing from the beginning, but it's just a lot of work. Breaking down those videos and stuff. Like having an editor is obviously the easiest way to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna start making like little highlights from our live streams. A lot of the stuff in our live streams is just like downtime. We're not really doing much, just kind of staring at charts. But sometimes in live streams, I'll go on like rants of like educational content, which would be nice to have little videos of. SPY is hitting the 618 right now, so we want to see it break above the 618. It gets above this, then we're technically safe to go back to 434. Yeah, I'm still holding Airbnb. It kind of faked us out today, man. It had a really good move in the morning. It was up like 2%, and then it pulled back to being down like 1.5. My stop loss is like below this candle here. So anywhere from like 140, basically like below 144. Very tight stop loss. Which it kind of sucks because there's a lot of support right here. So like if you wanted to push it out, you could go to like 135. But that's just too far away. So I'd rather stop out, and then like if it bounces, you could re-enter it. But yeah, we're getting chopped out a little bit. I'm down a little bit on this one. We also are getting chopped out on retail as well. Really nasty pullback on retail. We're still positive on this, but we gave away a lot of our gains on that pullback. KTRA had a little spike. What's that? Therapeutics. Yeah, this thing has like no volume though. 60K in volume. The Discord alone could have more volume than this entire stock. Micron had what today? An OPPO? What do you mean? The shipping companies are doing basically exactly what we thought it was going to do, Poncho. Like they're pulling back. So we're getting pretty good entries right now. We just need to hope that this is a pullback and not a complete reversal. This is the risk, right? Because, like I was telling you guys in the video, this level here has not been broken for like 11 years. And it's only been broken 3 times in the history of the past 40 years. So this very likely could become a top and we get wrecked. But if it just becomes a local top and then it rips upward, we're going to get paid massively. Because if it does break this level, it's going to go to like 5K, maybe even 6K, right? So very high risk, high reward. But for right now, it is correcting. So we have been dollar cost averaging. I bought some shares down here. I haven't bought any more here because I think it's going to go lower. If it goes lower to like 35 to 37, I'm going to buy more shares down here. And then Maddox, I bought some more shares when it pulled back, but I have not added any more recently. This is holding up pretty nicely. And I have not bought these ones yet. I'm still waiting on either deeper pullbacks or better breakouts on these. But I'm holding these for like at least a year, so I don't care what it does really short term. These are a long-term play. What's the story on GM and GE? I don't really track those companies, to be honest. They're too low volatility for me. Their IVs are extremely low, so you can't really get paid on those short term. GM doesn't look that bad, though. It's a falling wedge of the bull dip, which is typically a strong reversal pattern. It's more of a channel, but still has a bull div coming in. Very small one. Holding VWAP, too. Doesn't look too bad. But yeah, these companies have extremely low IV, so... Oh, I didn't know that. What is this? It's doing a split? A 1-to-8 split? That's kind of weird. GE's got a split going on in August. That'll be interesting. But pretty much just ranging here. You had a nice little distribution come in. Tried to break out of it. Failed. Back into the range. So now we're still just stuck in that range. So until it gets out of that range, no directional trade on that. I'm not sure why they're splitting like that. I'm sure they'll talk about it on their earnings call. If you're looking for the 434 retest, Frosty, you're probably looking within the next, and what's today, Tuesday? You'd be looking at probably Fridays or Mondays contracts, but even Mondays, you wouldn't want to hold those over the weekend. So you're basically just playing the lotto. What's the Friday date? The 9th? Yeah, you're looking basically the 9th or the 12th, really. They're about $1 on the 9th. They're about $1.30 on the 12th. $34 delta on the 12th. What about the 9th? 36 delta, so a little higher chance on the closer ones. But here's the thing that I wanted to go over for you guys. Let me post this. You guys can take a look at it. You guys should have got that on Twitch and on YouTube. We are going to be starting a newsletter. So if you guys click that, it will take you to a sign-up page where you guys can put in your email, and it will sign you up for our newsletter that we are creating. It will come with a free trading course right off the bat. So once you accept the email, it will send you, or put in your email, it will send you an email that confirms it. Confirm on that second email, and the next email that it sends, it will give you a free trading course and a promotion to the Discord. So if you guys would like to be notified with some free educational content and promotions, sign up for that newsletter. We're going to be pushing out content. I'm going to try to push out content a few times a week. So I'm going to make like little infographics and stuff like that on different things that I see. We're going to be doing like watch list, that sort of thing. So if you guys would like that kind of content, just put in your email and you'll be notified. I can pull up the page here on stream too so you guys can see it. All you got to do is put your email in right there, and then it's going to send you an email. I did test it on a few different emails. One of them, it did go to spam. The other one, it didn't. So it really depends on who you guys use for your email provider. It might go to your spam folder, but once you accept it, it shouldn't go to spam anymore. It might just be the first email. If that becomes an issue, I am probably going to have to switch the account that sends the emails. Right now we're using a Gmail account. They recommend to not use a Gmail because it can get flagged as spam. But just check your spam folder. It might get in the spam folder the first time. Once you accept that, it should no longer go to your spam folder. One other thing that I noticed was if you have filters on your Gmail, it will go to your promotions tab instead of your like normal email tab. Okay. So first off, just check your normal email. If it doesn't show up, check your spam. If it doesn't show up in there, check your promotions if you're using a Gmail account. I'm brand new to all this email stuff, so I'm going to try my best to get it to be as simple as possible. But if we run into some issues, we'll try to fix them. If you guys see any problems, just let me know. Yeah, so right away you'll get an email. It'll be like a little welcome email, and that's all we have set up right now. But I'm going to be releasing another email in the next few days for some more educational content. That trading course that we have in the welcome email is about 170 slides, I believe. It's it's about what are you, 2020 or 2021, so it's about 2 to 3 years old, but that content is timeless, really. There's nothing that's really out of date. I did remove the last chapter. The last chapter was a little out of date, but everything else on that is timeless. 160 slides, yeah, there you go. So if you guys are beginners, like you guys are fairly new to trading, or if you're just like slightly in trading, like maybe you've been around for like a year or two and you want to learn some stuff, that trading course will help you get started. It goes over a bunch of different topics. It goes over like volume profile stuff, price action stuff, Fibonacci, volume trading, trend trading, stuff like that. It goes over a lot of the terminology too. So if you're like brand new and you don't know what the terminology is, like what does long mean, what does short mean, I go over that as well. So make sure you guys check that out. Nice, Green. It showed up right for your right in your normal tab. Nice. What email do you use? Are you using Gmail? It worked for you, Jose? Nice. Yeah, let me know, guys, if it hits your spam folder, let me know what email you're using. Like, don't put your actual email. Just tell me, like, are you using Gmail or AOL or like whatever? Is Yahoo still a thing? Like, I don't know. But just tell me what email you're using if it shows up in your spam, and I'll try to fix that. We're about to get high a day on NASDAQ. That is actually insane. Johnny wasn't kidding, man. He said 12 o'clock reversal and fucking almost on the dot. Look at the low of the day. The low of the day is 12:15 to 12:20. V reversal. It worked for Gmail? Nice. Okay. Yeah, I signed up on 2 of my accounts. I signed up on Gmail and one on AOL. And the Gmail was okay, but the AOL was not. But who uses AOL anymore? It's like just me. John said, if you get people to reply back, it helps increase your inboxing reputation. We don't really have anything that they would reply back to, though. Like, they could reply back and say, like, thanks or something. But we don't really have any, like, content that, like, they could actually reply back. I could do, like, a little newsletter that's, like, what is your, like, number one trading question? And then I could, they could send me back a question, and I could answer them. Yeah, guys, that's basically how I'm going to be pushing out most of our free content from now on. It's going to be through that email list. Because if I push it out on Twitter, it gets just destroyed by the algorithm. Obviously, I'm going to keep doing YouTube stuff as well, but mainly going to be the email list and YouTube. There we go. SPY is breaking that 618. So for you guys that don't understand Fibonacci, when you see a very nice impulse like this, you want to take a Fibonacci from the top to wherever it starts bottoming. And then when we, like, say we were right here, and we're like, okay, where are our levels? That's when we grab that level. We grab that fib. So then these are your very important levels. This is the most important. This is the sell zone. This is for downward, right? So if it's a downward impulse, this is a sell zone. If it's an upward impulse, it would be a buy zone down here somewhere, right? But once we break that sell zone, this is becoming an actual uptrend. Like, this is a very strong bullish impulse because that downtrend has been broken. If it's a very strong downtrend, you typically will not reclaim the 382. So like if we took this point to this point and it bounced, if this was very strong, it would typically not reclaim that level and it would start nuking again. But because it's not that strong of a downtrend, we've already broken that level. We tried to fail on the you aren't seeing anything that I'm pointing at? What do you mean? Am I on the wrong screen? Oh, you can see it. You're good. Just refresh maybe. And then the sell zone here tried to hold you back, but you broke right through it. So as long as we can hold above this sell zone as support, this uptrend will continue. And you can do the same thing for the uptrend. So like if we start to top out here, which it looks like we might, we're losing momentum. We can grab the fib, take it from the low to the high, and I'll delete this one for now because it gets a little messy. This becomes the buy zone. So as long as we hold on to that level, this will continue higher. Now, if it's very strong, you will not get below the 382. So if this pulls back here and it starts to bottom like here, that means the trend is very strong. This can be used for like intraday trading and for long-term trading. Pancho, it will send you an email a few days later if you don't use it, and it will let you know. You'll see like another email. I hope. That's how I designed it. We'll see if it works. We almost got a high day on NASDAQ, pulling back a little bit. Any call flow coming in? A lot of JDX puts today. Those 3350s, that's the gold miners. So people are taking puts on the gold miners. We actually had some SPY calls coming here, 2.2 million, which is pretty decent size. That looks really big, but that's not too big for SPX. That's about decent. But yeah, those are calls, 4410s, so very high. Somebody's betting on a big move on SPY here. We had a lot of IWM coming today. We also had some Tesla and Intel as well. Big size on those. Intel had 1 million. Tesla had 500,000. IWM not too big, only about 100K. We had some other ones. Where were those? Yeah, these ones here. 250,000, another 100K. So probably all together. Yeah, then we had another 500,000 here. Probably like 1.5 mil on IWM calls today. That's not bad. And that's when IWM is pulling back pretty hard. So people are buying the dips here. Poncho, I'm not sure on that. He said, does your Discord group take prepaid Visa cards? Our payment processor is Stripe. So typically Stripe takes just about any credit card or debit card. I'm not sure if they take prepaid cards. You can try it out and let me know. But yeah, we use Stripe. So whatever goes through Stripe is what we take. I think the Visa prepaid cards are like technically credit cards, aren't they? Or debit cards. They should be debit cards. So it should work. Yeah, give it a try and let me know. John in Discord said prepaid is only an issue if it does a test charge on top of the regular charge. We don't do test charges though, so it should be okay. It's on Stripe side? Okay. Yeah, I've never seen a test charge on Stripe, so I don't think so. You see how SPY is already trying to bounce and it's way higher than the 382? That means this trend is very strong. SPY's looking very strong here. Wow, Apple actually has way more calls than Amazon today, but mainly because their calls are more affordable. Only people who can really trade Amazon are big boys. But they had 2.2 million calls today compared to Amazon's 530,000. They have a better put to call ratio too, so a lot of calls coming on Apple. Let's see if we can find what those biggest ones are. The biggest ones are actually puts, surprisingly. 135 and 145 puts. These are actually, those are expired. Let's actually go to just today. What's today, the 6th? Here we go. Yeah, just today, it's almost all calls. How many filters here? No filters. Okay, good. 2.6 million on the 170s that expire on 6/17/2022. Those are really far away. What's the current price of Apple? 142? Yeah, those are very far. $30 out of the money. Almost a year out. 30 Delta. So he's buying leaps that are also technically lottos. Lottos based on Delta, not time. Interesting play there. Another leap for January. 100 calls. These are deep in the money, actually. Look at these. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Yeah, look at these. He's buying the 105s and the 110s, too. Let me put these in the channel, because that's very interesting. Just eyeballing that, that's like what? Probably about 10 mil? Somewhere around 10 mil? Those are for January 21st, 2022. 100 to 110 calls. I'd say about 10 mil in premium. Those are deep in the money. Could those calls be hedges? They could be. Let's see if these are opening orders. I don't believe these are opening orders, so yes, they could be hedges. No, they are not opening orders. Well, it doesn't know if they're opening orders. They can be. It doesn't know for sure. So yes, they could be hedges. Let's see if they opened above ask. No, they did not open above ask, so he got a pretty good price for them too. So yes, it could be closing too. People could be closing or hedging. Let me clarify that in Discord. That's a good point. That is a good point. Let me take a look at that on the price chart. And we can almost determine if they're being bought or sold. Let's see. For one thing, they're getting a lot of volume. And I'm guessing it's from that one guy. It looks like they're being bought. Here, let me show you. There's no way to know for sure. But when they're if they're selling that kind of size, from what I've seen, it will typically make the contract go down in price. Like it will eventually like top the contract out, and it will begin to go down in price because they're selling so many contracts. They basically create like a sell wall. And we're not seeing that here. You can see where his orders are coming in. You see the spikes right here? These are his orders. So it goes up a little bit, and then it goes sideways, and now we're already starting to climb a little bit again. So if these start to climb like tomorrow, I definitely do not think he is suppressing the price. One thing that they could be doing, which is very unusual, they could be selling covered calls. Like if they're selling, they could be selling the calls covered, which means they have the shares. But why that's unusual is when you're selling covered calls, you typically do not sell deep in the money like that. In order for that to make sense, he would have to have an average of like $90 or less, you know what I mean, on his shares. And then why would you want to sell them at 100? You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense. So I'd assume that guy is buying. Is that a high a day for Qs? Not yet, almost. Oh, it reminds me, I forgot to check on my my bet. Damn, that house that I really wanted just sold. Fuck. That's sad. Damn, it sold for a lot, actually. So, I guess we probably weren't going to get it anyway. Makes me feel better. Did England win? I have a bet on England right now. Oh, the games are going on right now. I need Spain and Italy, both teams to score, and then I need England to win. It's already halftime, and Spain and Italy haven't scored at all. What the fuck? That bet's probably shot. Mucky, you think they're going to score? You think both teams will score by the end of the game? It's already halftime. They haven't scored yet. It won't even let you bet on both teams to score anymore. They took the bet away. I need both of them to score, though, Mucky. So do you think Spain will score, too? And then we still need... It's a parlay, so I still need England to win, too. Oh, England's playing tomorrow. Gotcha. Here we go. Russell is finally recovering. You see how the OTS, it went from black, this means it's downtrending, right, to gray. The buyers started to step in, and now we're white. The buyers are in control. So this is good. Be right back, guys. I got a phone call. High chance. Nice. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't good odds to bet on which team you thought was going to win, so I just bet on them both scoring. We really need Airbnb to step up here. This is not a good place to close. This is a very ugly close. It's looking like we might get stopped out on this trade, to be honest. Which that's trading, man. This was a very good pattern. Like I said, if I had to put a number on it, it'd probably be high 60s to low 70% strike rate. So out of 10 times, I would take this trade every single time, right? And you're going to lose a few of them. And this seems like one of the ones that we're going to lose. I was going to say in hindsight, maybe the volume wasn't too good, but the volume was actually good. It was above average. So in hindsight, there's really nothing here that's not that great. I mean, in hindsight, like if you want to be super picky, you could say that it didn't close above these wicks here, and that could have stopped you from buying it. But then if you would have did that, you probably would have got faked out when it went for that breakout the next day. So I still like the trade, even in hindsight that we're down a little bit.
Mara and Rye is starting to recover a little bit.
This bounce on IWM is beautiful. It's bouncing off all those supports I told you guys about. You've got multiple trend lines. You have the 50-day moving average. You had Fibonacci support there as well. This looks really good. Yeah, I think Bitcoin was doing pretty good, so I think a lot of those stocks are doing well. I'd keep an eye on MicroStrategy. That thing looks really good. If Bitcoin does well, it holds this pivot here. You could definitely spike on MicroStrategy. Probably go to like 700. we've been talking about crowd on stream and in Discord. Sorry, I was making sure I wasn't muted. And we had that doji breakout there, or that doji bounce off support, I mean, on 251. And then we had that breakout today. So this is really clean. He broke that entire past like 2 weeks. This is all-time high too, I believe. Yeah, all-time high. So keep an eye on that. Some AMC just came in. Pretty big. AMC July 16th, $53 calls for 400K premium.
AMC diluting.
Is that what they said?
I read something. I thought they were diluting.
They're doing like an offering or something?
Yeah. Or the CEO has been fucking, every time the price goes up, he's just been making shares.
Yeah. Keep an eye on that GSFI, guys. We did that promoted stream last week. Right after that stream, it spiked like 100%, came back down. But now we're spiking again, up 24%. Keep an eye on that.
Does TradingView have GFSI?
What's that?
What's the ticker? Sorry.
GSFI, green stream.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah,
That chart.
it's a penny stock. Yeah, that's literally the day after we made the video. It's funny.
Volume on it, dude.
Yeah, 34 million. It's because they announced that they were going to partner up with an EV company to make chargers.
That's an insider trading and a half.
Yeah. And they typically just do solar panels, so pretty good partnership. Forgot to do my little buttons today, guys. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure to watch the weekly watch list as well, guys. I posted it yesterday because we did have a holiday. So we posted it on Monday instead of Sunday. We went over a lot of stuff on that video. I told you guys that Amazon looked like it was ready to rocket, so if you guys took that trade, you guys got paid big. Amazon's coming into the targets pretty soon too. Around 37 to 37.50 is where I'd look to start taking profit on that. I'm trying to keep them shorter than the past videos that I put out. The past few summer markets I've had, they were like 30 to 45 minutes. I'm trying to keep them below 30 minutes. I think that one was like just below 30, so wasn't too bad. Sounds good, Poncho. Yeah, just let me know, man. Spy did not like that 433 level.
Everything's getting slapped right now, right?
It was. It's recovered almost the entire day. The only thing that hasn't recovered is IWM.
thoughts on Baba?
What's going on, Baba?
Climbing a little bit. Trying to reclaim 212 right before the close.
It looks like tomorrow is going to be pretty bullish if everything continues this bounce.
Think about jam IA at this level.
It had a shit ton of puts coming in on Cheddar. Let me see. It had $23 puts for July 30th. They're not too big though, about 500,000. It's failing a lot of levels though. Failing 50, failing VWAP, failing pivot. You've got a VWAP at 26. If it holds that, it's not too bad. I don't like it though. All right, I'm going to go over the newsletter one more time for you guys that are just coming in. I just put a link in the YouTube and Twitch chat. We're starting a new newsletter. We're going to be pushing out a lot of educational content and promotions throughout that newsletter. So make sure if you guys click that, put in your email. Check your spam folder just in case some emails are getting sent to the spam folder. It's going to ask you to verify your email once you sign up. Then once you're verified, you will get a welcome email that will come with a free trading course and a promotion to the Discord. So that's all we have for now. And then the next few days, I'm going to be putting out some more content as well. So to be on the lookout for an email, probably, what's today? Tuesday? Probably in the next 2 to 3 days, I'll send out another email. Just be on the lookout for that. The trading course is pretty beginner friendly. If you guys are like already experienced traders, you're gonna already know pretty much everything that's inside that course. But if you are fairly new, if you've been trading for like less than a year or two, it will give you a lot of content to help you improve. And then if you guys have been looking to join the Discord, but you think we're a little too expensive, we did put a promotion inside that email as well. You signed up, but you didn't get a confirmation email? Did the confirmation email go to your spam? Here, let me see what the confirmation email looks like. Because it doesn't come from me, it comes from the email service that we use. Let me see what it looks like. I'll tell you what it says. Did you get the welcome email? After the confirmation email? So I know you didn't get the confirmation email. Did you get the welcome one? So it says please confirm your subscription to Oasis Trading Group is what the confirmation email says. It's from Charles, by the way, which is me. The new email should say they're from Oasis Trading Group. So it's either going to say Charles or Oasis Trading Group. I wish I could turn off that like confirm side of the email, but it won't let me. Like that's to confirm that we are allowed to put you on a subscribe list. What email are you using, JJ? Like what provider? Did NASDAQ make a high day before it closed? No, it did not. That still looks really good though, even though there's no high day. We could see like a cup and handle where it pulls back early tomorrow and then it goes higher. I'd say as long as you stay above like 359 on Qs, you're solid. If you stay above like 432 on SPY, you're solid. And then IWM, I'd say above like 225. You got the second page from your web page. You use Yahoo. What do you mean the second page? You got the like welcome email. Let me see if I can see you on my list. And sorry guys, this is going to be a little bit of troubleshooting in the beginning because we just started this. List, so it's going to be a little bit of back and forth in the beginning, but it should fix itself pretty early. I actually don't see you on the list, JJ. You said you use Yahoo. I don't see you. Try to sign up again. It might say like your email's already in use, and then I'm not sure how to fix that. I don't see any Yahoo emails on my list, so it might be a Yahoo thing. It worked for you, Morph? Okay, awesome. Yeah, it might be a Yahoo thing, man. Because I don't see any Yahoo names on here. It's almost all Gmails. It works with your Gmail email? Okay, cool. Yeah, it might be a Yahoo thing. I'll see if I can fix that. If not, I'll just tell people that they have to use another email. Appreciate you guys being the guinea pigs. Yeah, we should have all that stuff sorted out, obviously, in the next week or two when we've already had some, we've had some experience. But all right, I'm going to let you guys go. For anybody who signed up to the email, go through that trading course. Obviously, it's a little long, so you might not finish it in one day. But go through a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow, see how you guys like it. I'll probably eventually be making a completely new trading course, but that one took me a long time to make, a few months actually. So remaking it will take me just as long. But down the line, we'll probably be making a new one. But for now, that one is definitely sufficient. So let me know what you guys think about it. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern for our analysis stream. We'll have the scanner stream start up at 9:30 in the morning. That will go to 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you guys are in Discord, I will be posting analysis later today. It's going to be a little late, probably around like 11 or later. So be on the lookout a little late tonight or early in the morning tomorrow. But all right, guys, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.